We have covered a lot of politicians answering questions, and there's been a lot of bad responses to questions, sometimes good in some ways, bad in others, a little bit evasive, a little bit oily, and you're seeing Mike Johnson there, and so you're probably assuming that that's what it is. But in this case, no, I think his response to a question about whether a particular Republican representative's behavior is disqualifying, I think is pretty objectively hot garbage. Take a look.
Cory Mills was accused of beating a girlfriend in his DC apartment. He was accused of stolen valor by the people that he claimed to have saved on the battlefield that have been on the record said that he did not save them. I mean, this has been happening since the beginning of the year. Are you concerned about these allegations against Cory Mills?
Look, you have to ask Representative Mills about that. I mean, he's been a faithful colleague here. I know his work on the Hill. I mean, I don't know all the details of all the individual allegations and what he's doing in his outside life. You have to ask him about that. Let's talk about things that are really serious. Back row.
Yeah, no, let's talk about stuff that's serious. Domestic violence, not serious, actually. An elected representative drawing a salary, wielding political power, getting insider information, allegedly beating his girlfriend, not serious. Shut up with your stupid nonsense. I want to talk about like rich people stuff, stuff that I actually care about. I don't care about women being beaten. You're wasting my goddamn time. And I get his strategy of like, well, if anything bad is brought up, I don't know literally every detail about it. And I will grant you that that is an effective diversion that politicians use. But Mike Johnson, do you know that you're not supposed to have like an S-eating grin on your face as you do it? Like, I don't really know about everything about this guy beating his girlfriend. Could you wipe the smile off your face just long enough to eventually tell the reporter to shut up and instead talk about something else? That was disgusting. That was absolutely revolting. Also, like the first response he gave was, well, you're gonna have to ask him about that. No, actually, no, we're gonna ask him about that. That's fine. We're also gonna ask you because you're the goddamn leader of that caucus. Did you or did you not want to lead those Republicans? Did you think that you would only lead them when things are great and everybody's awesome? No, you will also have to answer for their bad behavior. You're supposed to be watching them. You're supposed to be policing them. And you don't seem to give a goddamn about a guy who might have beat the crap out of his girlfriend and also was threatening to release nude images and all that, like revenge porn. You could at least take that seriously. You don't know all the details about that? Why don't you do some goddamn research? It seems pretty serious. I can tell you that if it was a Democrat that was facing these allegations, he would be pushing for Hakeem Jeffries to maybe like Google it or whatever, like pretend to care about it. And if Hakeem Jeffries came up and was like, well, it ain't me, you're gonna have to talk to him, I feel like Mike Johnson would join me in saying that that's not goddamn good enough. But when it's a Republican, there's no standards whatsoever. And I will remind you, that is a man of faith saying that it's not serious when a guy is alleged to have abused his girlfriend in all of these different ways. He's a guy with deeply held religious values, at least insofar as it comes to, like discriminating against trans people, that sort of thing. Making women second-class citizens, that's when the Christianity really kicks into high gear. When it comes to actually protecting women from the predations of terrible broken men, suddenly Jesus doesn't matter. Old New Testament, who cares? I don't have anything to say about this. That's the leader of the Republicans in the House, Yaz. What do you think?
Yeah, and like not to belabor this point, but like family values. This is literally family values, right? There's nothing more family values than this, but it's not family values as the Republicans try to sell it. Family values as the Republicans try to sell it is trad wives, right? It's the woman is at home in the kitchen and she's pregnant and having babies. And if she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, then the man needs to keep her in line, right? So I don't know, maybe Mike Johnson doesn't have a problem with what goes on inside Cory Mills's house. And it would be one thing if he had just stopped and said, oh, I don't know the details of it. Maybe it was breaking at the time, he hadn't heard about it. That could be understandable. But then he ended it by saying, why don't we just talk about something that actually matters? Like, this is stuff that matters, right? If I was being represented by a man like this, I would want to know. And yes, 100% that would influence my vote in the midterms, which are coming up, and people are not going to forget about certain things. So the Republicans and the Democrats do this also to an extent, but there is always this effort. It's like they're fighting an uphill battle constantly, where they're trying to make this message more malleable, right? They're trying to make it more palatable to the American people, and they only want the American people to hear what they want them to hear, and they want to have it framed the way that they want it framed. And we saw what just happened at the Pentagon when they kicked out all of the reporters because they wouldn't sign a pledge saying that they would only report on things that came from the Pentagon and not from any other outside source. And of course, none of them did it except for OAN. And so this is the thing where they're trying to do. They're really, really trying hard to control the narrative and to control what people think and to control the information that people have access to. And they're losing that battle because despite all of their efforts, we still have ways of finding out what's going on. And the harder they try to fight this, the worse it's gonna look for them, I hope. That's what I foresee happening, but I hope that that's how this plays out.
Yeah. But by the way, we don't have time to go through all of the details. We've previously reported on the story. Maybe we need to remind people of all of the insane things that this guy is alleged to have done. Just know that for right now, Representative Mills is barred from being within 500 feet of his girlfriend. You know what I would do if I was the Democrats? I would pay to park her in the house perpetually, 24/7, so he can't go in the building. I think America would be a lot better off.